Shouldn't my baby be walking by now?
Is our son growing fast enough?
Parents have a lot to worry about. For instance, childhood vaccination rates in Michigan are down, which could lead to outbreaks of diseases like measles or whooping cough. But if you get your kids caught up on vaccines, which are safe and effective, you'll have one less thing to worry about. Get the facts at ivaccinate.org. A message from the Michigan Department of Health and Human Services and the Franny Strong Foundation.
AskBenHow.com or call Ben. Talk to him directly at 989-859-6751 RoofMax. Good morning to you. Welcome to another edition of Focus. Today, we focus on one of the educational jewels in our area, the Hemlock Public Schools. And with us to talk about it this morning is its superintendent. We say good morning to Don Killingbeck. Don, good morning.
Good morning, Art. So good to be with you today.
I'm glad to have you with us. So I'll start out with the big question. What's new in Hemlock these days?
I think, Art, that's easier to answer what's not new. I'll tell you what, we've got so many great things going on. We're so excited for a new school year. As we get ready for 25-26, we're going to have at our high school, new science rooms. We'll have a new gymnasium, weight room, walking track, wrestling room and stuff. So there's lots of new things. And our people see those kind of things and those shiny things, but we're doing a lot of hard work behind the scenes on our curriculum and instruction and focusing on student engagement. So lots of great things happening here at Hemlock Public School District.
Don, is Hemlock, I don't know what's the phrase they used to use, it is a magnet district where students from out of the area can come?
It is. We do have a limited school of choice just because of the demand. So there is a lot of students and families that want to be part of our school community, but they don't live in the district, so they can select through school of choice. That school of choice window is open right now, but it is closing shortly. And so, and then we review, those students that want to come, their attendance, their academics, their behavior in their previous school, and then make a determination based on the amount of space that we have. And so, we want to make sure we're providing the high quality product, the high quality education that we're accustomed to, and we can't exceed certain class sizes and still do that. So we monitor it closely.
So let me ask you this, Don. What separates Hemlock Public Schools from the rest?
Art, I feel like that's a great question. It's a fair question. It is the student experience overall. And so we really focus on what is the student experience, the whole child. We do have good test scores, but for us, it's not about, a test score. It's really about, our students as individuals. And so we provide world-class instruction, world-class environment. I would have to say as a whole district, nobody can compete with our level of cleanliness and friendliness. So it's all about that whole student experience and family experience. We really try to make sure that our families feel involved and engaged.
It's interesting you mentioned tests. I've always thought that the successful districts have learned how not to teach to the test, but to the subject. And I think
that's what's going on here is we're not teaching, English, math, science, social studies. We're teaching kids. We don't teach a subject. We actually teach our students. And I think that's the Hemlock difference is, we're there for the whole child. And that means, providing engagement not only in the classroom, but outside of the classroom. And so we're looking at making sure that, we're a AAA school, academics, athletics, and arts.
So how are you doing at finding staff?
I'll tell you what, Art, this is, the staffing crisis in public education has been going on for a number of years. It kind of was ahead of the staffing crisis in the rest of the the world. And we've managed, I think we're just such an attractive place to come work. We've managed, our classrooms are currently all fully staffed. That said, other schools have openings, and so, some of our staff may move because primarily what we find is people move to be closer to their home. So, that's always an issue. That's been an advantage of ours, is people that have worked other places wanted to come teach for us because this was home. And so we're fully staffed today. That could change tomorrow, but we're one of the probably few schools that are fully staffed. It's been
a tough road, though, for education, hasn't it?
It has. Probably our toughest position, and we're super excited. We made an announcement, but we have been looking for a director of the Lockwood STEM Center. So we have an amazing facility, just under 12,000 square feet. It's got 2 classrooms, a meeting space, a fabrication space, coding and 3D print lab. Amazing space. And we host our robotics teams for our area at the Lockwood STEM Center. And we've wanted to provide some level of programming. And we were able to secure Director Laura Trombley is joining us. She comes from us as a veteran classroom teacher from a neighboring district, and we're super excited to have her on board. And then we're going to start rolling out day camps for our elementary kids. Is going to be our first thing. So we'll bring in our elementary students, for a time period like an hour and a half, 2 hours, about once every 5 weeks to the STEM Center and rotate those through. And we're super excited about the things that are happening there. And Laura's going to do an amazing job.
Let me ask about STEM for a minute, because it's one thing to have a STEM program, and for those that don't know, we're talking about science, technology, engineering, and math. It's another thing to get students to sign up for it. Do you find that this younger generation has an interest in STEM careers?
I think that when presented correctly, absolutely. And so for us, we have K-8. We have 2 STEM teachers. It's one of our rotations and elective type of class that students take. And so K-8, we have 2 teachers teaching STEM, as an elective, like you do art or PE, music, we have STEM. And so is one of the rotations. And so super excited about that. And then that feeds into our high school and the STEM Center and robotics. As you know, Art, we were 2024 state championship for our robotics team. And so for us, having that high level type of programming, also bringing in real life mentors that can speak to kids about job opportunities. And so we're seeing an impact on the employment pipeline. We feel like we're actually making a difference.
All right, let me take a break, and we'll come back and talk more. We're talking to Don Killingbeck. He is the superintendent of the Hemlock Public Schools. More ahead.
It's natural to have questions.
Studios. You are listening to 100.5 FM and 790 AM. And from Stormmaster Exteriors, you are listening online at WSGW.com.
And just a reminder for you, coming up at noon, WSGW 790 AM will go off the air for some needed repairs. We don't know how long it will be, but we will also, of course, still have 100.5 for listening, so you won't miss anything. We are talking to Don Killingbeck. He is the superintendent of Hemlock Schools. Don, I want to go back to the Magnet School of Choice, because August 11th, as I understand it, is the deadline for application. So if a family has a student they'd like to enroll in Hemlock, what's the protocol? What do they have to do?
Yeah, so the protocol, they could visit hemlockps.com and go to our website. There's an enroll button. Click on that, and it will guide you through. They can always call our office, 989-642-5282. Again, that's 989-642-5282. And somebody there will guide them through it. I recommend either one of those. It's always great. They can stop by. We're located at 1095 North Hemlock. for school of choice, and you can stop by in the district office and see us there. So there's those three ways to connect, but it is imperative that they get it in before the deadline. And so,
do the school of choice students that were there last year, do they have to reapply, or are they grandfathered in?
They're grandfathered in. So those that have already been approved and already part of the school, they're grandfathered in. They don't need to complete any additional paperwork.
So what else would you like to tell us about Hemlock schools?
I would say, you asked earlier, like, what's the difference? And one of the things is just our people. Our teachers are amazing, our support staff, amazing people, our building principals. And, we truly, one of the things, Art, I don't know if you've seen it, but kind of our mantra is pull the sled. And so you see pull the sled around, whether it be on our website or socials or, in our communications. And that's the level of teamwork that you see. And that's the relationship among our different groups. We just have really good people at Hemlock, and we're blessed. Yeah,
I know you're modest, but you're one of them.
Oh, thanks, Art. Thank you.
Known Don a while. How long have you been there now?
This is my 13th year. So in dog years, that's a long time for superintendents. I've outlasted, lots and lots of others. Actually, I'm the second longest serving superintendent in Hemlock history. So, but the veteran on the list had 20 years, and Larry Griglio, great guy, great family. Gigi, his wife, is still in our community and active, and his daughter and son-in-law were part of our school. They've retired. They actually are still part of the school and the team as well. And so, just great people.
You got something to shoot for.
Yes, well, that's a lot of years. That's what's the. Yeah.
Well, I'll try and hang around long enough to talk you through it.
Yes. If you stick at it, Art, I will too.
I'm not going anywhere right now, I'll tell you. Well, Don, always a pleasure. And again, we remind everybody that August 11th is the date certain for applying for the School of Choice in Hemlock. And always fun to talk to you, Don. Thanks a lot.
Oh, thank you so much, Art. You have a great day.
You too. Bye-bye now. Don Killingbeck, Superintendent of Schools, the Hemlock Schools. We will move over now for Farm Service 790 with Farm Director Terry Henney, Matthew Lester, Lake and Dew Russell. They're all ahead.
Gotta go to Godwin's.
This week at Godwin's big Labor Day sale, you get half off everything store-wide, plus an extra 10% off or up to 5 years special financing. Lazy Boy recliners, half off. Custom dining